Hello dear friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing the ultimate YouTuber type of vlog video, which is the awesome, incredible what's in my bag. Okay, if I'm gonna be completely honest, this is going to be a little amalgamation of what's in my bag and the different type of bags that I do carry around. As you can see, there's stuff back there. Because in full reality, this is going to be kind of my everyday carry bag, but college is also starting. And even though I don't really have any in-person classes, I still like to take myself to the library or on campus or to a bunch of cafes to do my work, just because I need to be in that sort of headspace. As much as I love my room and my home, I struggle doing my schoolwork at home. But this is going to be everything that I carry in this bag, along with kind of everything else that I try to carry or things that I switch out, just because depending on the day, depending on the time, I typically pick up different things and leave some stuff at home if I know I don't need it. But besides that, first we're gonna start off with looking at this big bag and then also the other bags. You can see back there, I guess I'll just quickly explain that I really haven't used a tote bag in a good long while, maybe since I was like back in high school. Not to say that I don't love tote bags, but I kind of feel like the brown bag vibes are totally chic and I love them. I also ended up getting this other brown bag for my mother because we went to Europe recently and I just needed a bag with a zipper. But to clarify and kind of to show you guys proof that I do truly use these brown bags, like they are a staple in both my fashion and my everyday wear, I have a beautiful gift that my friend gave me. Is this little girl right here. My dear friend Emmy gifted my friends and I all ourselves as like little Lego figures, and this is little me, and there's my little brown bag that I would always take around with me. So this is proof that I'm not lying to you guys. This is proof that this is real. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started and talk about what's in my bag. Okay, so the first thing I'm actually going to show you is kind of more proof of like who I actually am as a person, is what is technically not in my bag, but it's always going to be on me, is going to be, this is my Fluttershy like ID with my driver's license in it, but it is going to be my little amalgamation of keys. All that jingle, I have like an air tag, I have my car keys and everything. Because I actually, if I'm being honest guys, I don't like carrying around a wallet. I think it's too bulky, it's too big, and we live in the modern day where I can just tap my phone onto things, so if I don't have to bring my wallet, I won't. But that being said, I also would like to show that I always carry a deck of cards with me in this little, I forgot what brand it is. It's that one square hand sanitizer brand. I got it as a gift a while ago and I used it up, but I honestly don't really love the big, so I just keep my little mini deck of cards here. The rest of the stuff here isn't really worth showing, but I do have my library card and I have a bunch of other like small, what are they called? Like the membership cards where you go in and then you stamp every time you get something. I have that for like my coffee shop and my nail girl, but that is the stuff that's not in my bag. And here's the rest of the stuff that is in my bag. Like I said, I do tend to rotate a lot of things out just because sometimes I switch my bag, sometimes I just don't need the thing in there, but it is kind of filled to the brim because I went over to my boyfriend's house yesterday, and that's saying something. That's saying that even just going to his house, I will bring literally everything with me. This big bulky girl right here. So I guess I'm just gonna start pulling stuff out. Obviously, the first thing I'm gonna be carrying with me is all of my pens and my stationery. Every time that I've left this at home on accident, I've literally just like had a like full on, not a meltdown, but my heart literally sank because I always carry my pens with me, because I'll show you soon, but like I also carry all of my journals. Here's the amalgamation of my beautiful pens. I have my midliners and my beautiful Muji pens in the size 3.8 or 0.38. They are my favorite things, and I recently got all of the colored ones along with these felt tip markers. And I also like to carry like a single Crayola marker with me. I have the rest of them here, but I do tend to like switch out the color depending on the season, just because I like using them in my planner as like the big mark off of the month. But these are all my beautiful pens and stationery that I love to carry with me in a classic 5-star pouch. I need to admit though, I am looking to get a larger pouch just because she's getting bulky, and I do feel the need to carry more and more pens with me because I'm a girl who loves to journal. But there's my little pen pouch for you guys. Along with all the pouches I have carried on top of here is all of my makeup. I won't do a big in-depth tour, but I guess I'll show you guys my favorite things that I'm always using. Proof that I am using this, I have the, how do you pronounce this? The Say blush brand. I love it so much, and I'm running out. I think I've had this for an entire year now. I believe I bought this last summer, and the summer's ending now that we're entering August. I always have, I bought this in like the little bundle of 3 because every time I walk into a Bath & Body Works, they always coax me with their deals. But I always have my little hand sanitizer. I have, ooh, wow, she's rough. The Beauty of Joseon sunscreen, like, kind of like deodorant stick. Guys, I swear on this product by my life, if you don't like the feeling of sunscreen on your face, this literally feels like nothing. It is, and it doesn't smell like terribly bad. It doesn't smell very strongly of sunscreen, and I love using this to like reapply. I obviously always have my chapstick, but I also love the Tarte lip gloss sort of thing. But besides that, ooh, it really is just a bunch of stuff like eyeliner, a little comb, all that jazz, and my little My Melody pouch for all of my makeup. So there's that. Now we're getting into the big bulk of things. Actually, let me get into the small pouches to see what I have in here. In the small pouch, like in the very front right here, I have miscellaneous pens. I guess I'll put this one away because I don't know I have that. I will keep the Sharpie though, because you never know when you'll need a Sharpie. This is actually really barren. I have this Altoids top, and then also my AirPods. I also have my AirPods. That being said, with the kind of mix-up of everything that I keep not in my bag and like that I have in my bag at all times, I do switch in between carrying my Bose headphones and then my AirPods, just because there are some days where it's like I will be studying or editing a video in like at the Barnes & Nobles and I will need this. But now that I have AirPods again, a lot easier to kind of whip out on the run, you know. They don't have the noise canceling in comparison to these, so it really just depends on the place that I'm at. But I will throw that over there. Ooh, now we'll get into the bulk of things. I'll try and pull out all the small stuff first, because it looks like I still have another deck of cards in here. I love being the friend that carries around all of the little cards. These actually are the Studio Ghibli, what is it called? Oh, what's the movie called? Castle in the Sky, which I kind of hate. I actually don't hate it, but this movie wrecked me as a child. But it is my little Ghibli Castle in the Sky deck of cards. I will say that I really want to look into the other Studio Ghibli like cards, just because I love the case that they come in, and also because these are very well loved and they are starting to like, there's a certain number in here. Oh well, you can see the 10 right here is already peeling off and such. So these are very well loved, but seeing as my friends and I do love playing card games, it is pretty important to me that the cards are not recognizable, in terms of like, oh, like, you know the game BS? It's like playing BS, and then, you know, like, you could see that person's card is maybe a 7 or a 10, but my little stack of cards here, I guess, whenever, if I don't want to use the tiny ones. I also have this glasses case, which I've been using my sunglasses because these don't fit. These do not fit in here. When I first initially bought them, I bought these. Maybe I'm lying to you guys. I think the sunglasses don't fit in here, but my glasses do. I see now. I see. But I got this lovely case in Barcelona, I believe, from the Museo del Prado. And I think it's just so gorgeous and so lovely, and it has its little glasses cleaner here. But that was loud. I guess I just lied to you guys because these do fit. That being said, I also am out of contacts, so you guys will be seeing me with glasses for a good bit now. Anyways, oh boy, it looks like I have some fruit gummies in here. Very cute. I don't always carry snacks with me. I'm lying to you guys. I just came from my boyfriend's house and he has fruit gummies for me, in which I took some home. And then I guess I'll start off with a big thing because this isn't really much to show, but here is my laptop. I am able to fit my laptop and my iPad, which you are filming on right now. I do end up putting them in here just because I like the look of my bag more than carrying my backpack around. And also, I do have, I've completely forgotten the brand of it. I'll put it on the screen. This type of backpack, I love it dearly. Except for the fact that I realized I actually don't love the straps just because it really hurts to carry around. I do have scoliosis, and am I helping myself by carrying a very heavy bag on one shoulder? It doesn't matter. But this is my good old laptop. I've had it for a good minute. Gifted by my boyfriend, and the case is actually breaking here. So I'm thinking of either investing in a new one or getting like, I actually don't want to get a big carrier. You know what I'm talking about? The big fluffy carriers to put your thingy in. As much as I would love to do that, I actually hate the idea of doing that because bag. Anyways, there's my laptop right there. Also my iPad, which you're filming on, but whatever. I also have in here my current read always. This always fluctuates between a current read or my Kindle, but I've also finally downloaded the Kindle app on my phone, which is now like same difference, but it really depends. My current read right now is Patrick Süskind's Perfume, The Story of a Murder. I am loving it. And I think I'm literally only like the last 50 pages left, and I'm eating it up. But you guys will probably see a vlog where I yap about this book because it is definitely on my 6-star reads like radar right now. I am in love with it. I had a closing shift with my at work last night, and I yapped off my manager and 2 other co-workers' ears off about this book because I love it dearly. Turn off. But this is my current read. You guys should definitely read it, but that will be for another vlog. I've also got in here my journal. This is my current like everything journal. I don't know why I'm opening it to you guys. Don't read it, but I'm pretty well in. It's kind of insane to me though, because I did start this journal back in 2024, last year, but I wasn't very consistent with it. Though I am finally getting back into the flow of things. I have started doing the morning pages, along with kind of just not forcing myself to write every single day, more so when I feel the need to, which I think is working out for me. As much as I love journaling with a lot of discipline, I also want to journal with my heart. So this is my journal. But soon, whenever that finishes, we are going to look at the Louis Carmen I have in here. Oh, there's wrappers in here. My beautiful, beautiful Louis Carmen that I recently got while in Paris. This is my gem. This is my joy. And if you guys ever want like a proper flip through of it, I will definitely do that. But right now, I've only had her for like less than a month. And I did show her off in my last video, but I guess we'll still go through it. She smells beautiful. So this is her. These are the beautiful charms that I've got right here. On the inside, I did end up getting the blue portfolio just because originally I wanted the blue cover, but I didn't love the way it aged to like kind of a black. I wanted to keep it a sort of lighter brown or blue, but I did compromise and get myself this portfolio right here. This is kind of hard to show off. So here's that. I've got pictures of me and my love, and then my best friend and dog, little pictures of me, all that fun stuff. I guess for the quick journal ecosystem look through right now, we have this kind of my commonplace journal. Right now it's actually become more of like a list journal. Quite literally, I've written down like gifts that I was trying to get my friends, things that I've been wanting to buy, things that I need a budget for. I have my to-do list. I even have like today's to-do list that I wrote down with like morning intentions. And then the next thing that I have in here is actually my book journal, which I'm very, very happy to have. It just has a lot of me like reflecting on whatever I'm reading, because no matter the book, whether it be a cute fluffy romance or like a long renowned classic, I do want to think as deeply as I can about them and enjoy them and kind of remember them more. So I have my little reading journal here where I've only filled out 3 pages, but these are all from perfume alone. And then I've just bought this new notebook that fits in perfectly. I believe I'm gonna make this my next journal, like diary sort of journal to keep in here. And then I also have the third like Louis Carmen blank notebook, which maybe I'll use it for sketching, maybe not, we will see. But that is a quick tour of my Louis Carmen that I so love and adore. And she's my beauty, she's my grace. And she gonna slap you in the face. Oh, let me flip this. I always mess up the charm. But there's that beautiful girl right there. And then I think the final thing, no, I lied. We have more gummy snacks. And we have this other fan that I got from the same museum in Barcelona. I usually carry around a lot of fans with me. I have plenty of them. Like, I have this Muji fan because it's hot. They're scattered around my room somewhere. But I know I have, like, a plain white one. I have this purple and blue one. They vary between fabric and, like, paper. But this is the current fan that I have in here because it is hot. I live in the armpit of California, and your girl knows that when she's walking around downtown, she needs a little breeze. But there's that beautiful fan. And I guess the final thing that I have in here, I keep lying to you. I always carry around my power bank. But now the final thing that I have in here is actually my planner. This thing is literally my godsend. And actually, I have last year's right here because I don't want to dox myself and show off my schedule. But I will show you a bit of the inside of this, not fully in detail, but just to prove that I love my planning. I love the time blocking method. It really helps my brain, especially since I love looking at all the different colors. But yeah, there's $1 in there. How fun. Yeah, looking at my last year's planner, I just need you guys to know that this is literally like godsend. It is the brand from Life in Pieces, and I did buy the second one for this year. I like how you can see the different sort of color between the ages. But yes, I carry this around with me everywhere just because I love staying organized. I love tracking everything that I do, whether I've read that day, whether I have slept a good amount of time. Oh, excuse me, I hiccuped. This is my beautiful, beautiful planner. And if you guys ever want to see more of a journal ecosystem video, I will definitely say yes. Just please let me know in the comments so I can kind of like actually be hyped up to do it. But this is definitely more of a me just wanting to show off all the things that I love in my little bag. But yeah, let me know if you carry any of these sort of similar things. Let me know if you guys want a sort of journal ecosystem tour. I would be happy to show it once I kind of break in more into my Louis Carmen. But besides that, I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely day. And now I have to go put everything back. Oh, this isn't even the right one. I have to go put everything back in my bag. But I hope you guys have a lovely day. Please comment all of the lovely things that you want to share. And hit that like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Okay, bye everybody!